Give it up for Jack Stoltman, everybody. Hell yeah. Would you guys like to close this out with some jokes from me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it. No, that was our last comedian. Sorry you guys came and sat down. Tough fucking cookies. Yeah. My name's Derek, as you may know. You may not know that I am autistic. Yeah, you figured it out. Yeah, it's okay. I'm autistic, but it's my dad who's into model trains. I think he might have it too. He's a rocket scientist. Yeah. Not good at talking to people. And neither am I. Actually, I think I'm going to Freddie Mercury the rest of this. So it also doesn't totally make sense that my favorite kind of pornography has lots of eye contact. Yeah, it really makes you feel like they want you. It doesn't matter that it's pixelated. That's okay. Just look at some eyeballs for a while. It'll make you either feel warm or sad inside. Right? There's one time I was in church. I used to go to church a lot. And there was one time with this lady who was in the worship band. She kept on staring at me. And she was just staring at me with these kind eyes. Just this really nice expression. And I wasn't sure if I should look away because my manager at the... Do not look away! Do not look away! Because my manager at the dry cleaner had told me that I should stop making so much eye contact with the women who are coming into the dry cleaner because they were becoming uncomfortable. But it also felt felt both so nice and so weird to be stared at, it just in this kind and compassionate way. But see, I was a 24-year-old virgin at this point. You guys are getting more of the picture, yeah. And so I started crying just while I was looking at her. You know, it's just tears streaming down my face. And she just kept looking at me and like she's just fucking my soul with her eyes, you know? Just the spirit was coming upon me, so to speak. Anyways, yeah, we didn't know we were getting jizzed on by the Holy Ghost over here. Yeah. So I just, but you know, I keep looking, I keep crying, and then after the service, I wasn't sure if I should or like how I should talk to her. She was married to someone, so that was not a question. You know, that part was not a question. I was like, I said, Cassie, is this all? During the service, you just kept on looking at me, and you were staring me right in the eyes, and you were just looking at me in this really, and I didn't know what to do, and I just kept on crying because it felt so good, but it also hurt so much, and I didn't know. And she said, oh, I don't remember any of that, which was either gaslighting, classic church, or, yeah, or maybe she was just like spaced out for a long time waiting for the next song she had to sing, just like... like I'm doing to you right now. I'm looking right past you, sir. I can't even see you laughing. I'm so glad you're laughing, but I cannot even registering any. Are you feeling uncomfortable now? You are getting redder. Is that, yeah, right? Yeah, eye contact is wonderful. Is your dick hard? Is it? Yeah, a little bit, get a little chub, hell yeah. We'll cash that in later. You're with the lady, I don't know what your situation is, but God bless you. I hope something good happens for you tonight. Anyways, yeah. If you guys want to catch me later, I will be at Cutthroat Karaoke singing Seven Nation Army. That's an unrelated topic. Here we go. Next joke is I am a substitute teacher. Thank you for not making any noise. I do it for the money. I do it for the money. It's such a fun job. Not as difficult as I used to think it was. I mean, now I'll just write a pass for anything, for any reason. I'll send half the class to the bathroom if I can. Makes my job so much easier. It's campus police's problem at that point. Those kids are good at sneaking out. They're not getting caught for nothing. Society is bullshit. Go do what you want to do. Don't stay in this prison. Be free. Felipe, Kevin, Sarah, be free. Do what you want, Deshaun. It's not my thing, you know. I used to sneak out. I used to sneak out of high school to go to the local library so I could learn something real. Yeah, I got so fed up with school. I was like, I'm just gonna go to the classic sections. I started at A, Abbott, Flatland, yeah, and then I read Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, and I kept on getting I think I got all the way to like G or something. It's like, some of these books don't make sense. Like, you need context for things. Also read through a lot of the sci-fi section. Surprise! Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Let's see, what is it? Yeah, but one of the things, after I snuck out of the library so much, I sort of started getting bored with just reading real books and educating myself. And so I went to the magazine section, and because I was also horny and I knew that I wasn't allowed to get laid because I was Christian, but I desperately wanted to. And everybody told me that you have to find the one and get married before you can, but how can you if you give everyone crazy eyes because you're just trying to see who's willing to fuck you? It's terrible. Religion is bad for a lot of me. Anyways, okay. Yes, yeah. Bless the Lord if you're blessing Him. It's good. I'll let you do your thing. It's Texas. There are a lot of cults here. I was a part of one in California. I don't have my Texas cult card yet, but it's all right. Okay, Koresh, yeah. I know. I sort of look like a blonde David Koresh, and that's the worst part of it. It's like, yeah, and the thing is, like, Koresh was definitely like, he may have been, like, why was he the only one who could fuck all the ladies? Is it right? Because he was probably just an incel like me, but he took it out in the worst way possible, and then he took all them bitches out. They're all fucking dead. You can go see them. They're in the ground right now. Probably didn't even bury them with coffins. Yeah, I think I would rather become part of the earth after I die than encasing my increasingly dusty remains in an iron casket, mahogany, and it's like don't touch me. No, actually, I want the whole world to touch me. I want to give up my energy to everything. If I die all of a sudden, then, or slowly, whichever way it is, I don't care how. But because maybe the only way that you can go to the afterlife is you become part of everything else, because now you're everything again, and your consciousness is just floating around. But it's not anyways. It's not subjective perspective. Church, right? We were talking about church. What was the substitute teaching? I'm not sure. I'm fucking rocking as the front man right now. Hell yeah. That's what I do. Right, cults. How did I get on cults? Texas, right? Texas. Shit, this was a great stream of consciousness until I became too self-conscious. See, the reason why you want to get buried in the ground is so that you're not self-conscious, so that your consciousness can leave yourself. Yeah, I will be passing out flyers for the church I'm starting this Sunday. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. That's right. Yep. You just need to tithe an inch of mushrooms every week. That's all. We'll all get high and fuck or something. It's fine. You don't have to fuck me. Actually, no. I do want to wait for someone like who really cares about me. I recently discovered that one-night stands are not worth it. This last week at a bar I was going to, the same place I'm doing karaoke tonight. No ill reflection on them. There was this lady. She came up to me, started talking to me. She was flirting with me and everything. It's like, and it's like, oh, that's fun. But then we kept on talking, and I know she was flirting with all the other guys. I'm like, okay, fine, that's just her. But we talked a couple times, and I found out that she had a boyfriend, right? It was like, okay, off limits, no go territory. But then after the bar, she asked me if I wanted to get a drink, and so I was drunk, and so I said yes, and so we so we started walking to my car, and then her boyfriend and her boyfriend's friend caught up with us. And they got in the back seat of my car with uninvited, a compromising position. And so then we started talking, and I'm autistic, right? So, but then also maybe the stars just aligned, and I could be super honest, because they were discussing. Well, actually, when the boyfriend and the friend, they got in the back of the car, the first thing that I heard from the boyfriend's friend, Chad. Fucking douchebag name, anyways. but he said he said like a good thing for them, because they shouldn't have been dating. I'll tell you why in a minute. You'll find out. Anyways, he said, it's like, man, it's over. Let's go home. Just let it go. Like, let it go. Because she'd been flirting with everyone else, and so I was even thinking like, yeah, this poor guy, he's tortured constantly. But then he said, is like, well, and I said, well, you guys got in the back of my car uninvited, and so I would like you to leave. And so then the boyfriend said, it's like, well, that's my girlfriend you're sitting next to, so I'm not leaving this car. And so I decided to get all honest, right? Autism, stars aligning, weird shit's happening in astrology right now, but I don't need to try and tell you that I believe in that shit, because it's just somebody who I know who knows some shit about it, but somehow it's accurate, and I don't give a fuck. But this is what he saying Mars is crossing over my Venus right now, so it means that people are trying to fight me and fuck me, and I don't like it because I haven't gotten laid in the last 2 months, and I've been so horny. My dick has been rock hard this entire last week. The comes have been incredible, but I just want someone to share one with, but I'm waiting for someone who cares about me, like I was saying earlier, because this bitch, anyway, so I got all autistically honest, right? And I said, all right, well, I'm just going to say what I think nobody in this car wants to say, but everyone is thinking. It's like, this lady right here, she seems to want to go with me. But the two of you have been in a relationship for several years, and you don't seem to be happy together, frankly, and you're torturing each other all the time. However, you have to just figure out between the two of you where you're going to go and what you're going to do. I don't want to be involved in it, and I don't want that conversation to happen in my car. All right, thank you. And so then there was this dead silence, and then she said, it's like, all right, yeah, you guys get out of the car. I just want to talk to this nice man for a minute, and and then I'll come with you. And so, but then he smelled a rat because he's like, no, this bitch is gonna tell him to drive off. And I'm like, I don't care what happens. I just want to be out of, but also you people aren't being nice to each other, and that makes me uncomfortable. I'm sweating a lot right now. I was sweating then too. I'm sweating now. Anyway, so you're talking, right? And then, right. So then they wind up getting out of the car, but then boyfriend goes around to girlfriend's door, opens up the door, and says, get out of the fucking car. You know you're a fucking retard if you do this. And I'm like, well, first of all, you have no idea what it is that she's gonna try and do. And then second of all, you're being a real asshole. See, I was being still honest, autistically honest, right? And I was like, you're just insulting people with no grounds or grounds for your accusation. I'm being like a lawyer and a mathematician. It's like, why don't you just treat other people with respect, and then we can move on with this, And then boyfriend's friend gets over to my door, and he opens it up, and he puts his hands on my shoulders and says, don't do this, man. They've been in a relationship for 4 years, and you're trying to have sex with her. Yeah, like I even touched her, but maybe, but I don't think anymore right now. I didn't touch her, but maybe I'll try and have sex with her if it works. But also, you guys are Anyway, so he got his hands on me, and I just looked up at him like, well, what are you gonna do, Chad? Are you gonna hit me? And he said, no. And then he put his arm around my neck and started screaming in my ear for another like 30, 40 seconds. And I was like, Chad, get off of me. This is between them, not between you and me. Why are you letting this guy dictate how you act? Because that guy's a bully, right? Because he's not only bullying the lady, he's bullying this guy. And it maybe kind of makes sense because the boyfriend was like 5'6" and he's 5'2". But I'm 6'2", and so I'm not afraid of either of them. They also have cashmere sweaters tied around their necks. Fucking country club faggots. Anyways, So then boyfriend drags girlfriend out of the car bodily and starts dragging her down the street, and I push Chad away like an autumn leaf because that's about how much he weighs, and I get up and I'm like, hey man, now you're putting your hands on people. You can't do that. If you're gonna, you gotta treat people the right way. I'll say goodnight, but you people have to not be such assholes towards each other for me to do that, because I was getting inappropriately involved in other people's relationships, which is a problem that I have, a long-standing one, but we'll keep on going. Anyways, so he's like, I'm so glad I can be honest here. This is really good for me. I'm clearing my chakras right now. My cheese are vibrating on another level. You guys don't even, yeah, you do know. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're good. All right, so anyway, so he keeps right, and so then Chad, he tries to get in my face, and he like pushes me, and I'm like, okay. He pushes me, and he's like, just get out of here, man. And I'm like, you have a big bark for such a small dog. I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. But anyway, so first thing that he does is he snatches the glasses off my face and he chucks them across the street. And so that's the first thing that made me mad. They awoke the Iron Giant. I am a Viking, and you are dinky little Gallic Frenchman right now. You don't, but also I don't know how to fight, so like I don't want to get in a fight. So, but I'm also pissed because like glasses, they be important. I paid for that shit. You guys you're also trying to disarm me before you fight me. Well, guess what? I can see you well enough to get you right in the fucking face. Anyways, so then boyfriend gets all mad and paranoid because he thinks I'm gonna fuck this chick who I think is too crazy to fuck anyways at this point, right? And so then you guys are loving it. I've lost you. I've lost it too. I mean, that's like a good story though, right? Yeah. And so then Sean, he comes at me and he takes a swing at me, and the last thing that goes on in my head when he's coming at me and the way I see him doing it is like, oh my God, none of us know how to fight. And so it probably looked like the most ridiculous shit ever. And so, but then of course there's two of them, and I gotta fight two of them, and they also have another friend who has just been not involved in the whole thing, right? And he was also like running interference. Like before the fight started, he's like, "Hey man, can I help you find your glasses?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're somewhere over there. If you could look for them." I'm sorry that you're getting bullied by the three of us now, because that fucking asshole is bullying this girl and that guy, and I feel like I've bullied myself into this. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Why can't I just choose different things? So anyway, right, and so he comes at me, we have a knockdown dragon, but there's two of them, right, so they're trying to hold me, but they're little punky little Gallic Frenchmen, they can't do shit, you know? I'm too strong for them. But I'm just playing defense too also, not only because there's two of them, but because I don't know how to fight. I'm it's like, don't have my face. And it's wild, they didn't get it, I mean, there are those punches that just bounce off of you and stuff like that, but they didn't fuck up my face, fuck up my head. I feel very lucky to be alive. The last, except they were such pussy bitches, I feel like I don't even want to give them that dignity, you know? It's so I'm lucky to be alive. But then right, so what happened? Right, they fucking attacked me, and then, what was it? Right, they did have the sweaters tied around their necks. Yeah, at one point in the fight, because I was just trying to hold them off, and I grabbed the front of the front of this guy's shirt, and I realized I just had a fistful of cashmere. I was I was about to start laughing. I'm like, your life is in danger. Keep going. And so some guy earlier, he was talking about having a boner while you're fighting or something. And I was like, no, there's no time for a boner when you feel threatened like that. You're like, nuh-uh. Oh yeah, it was the gay jujitsu thing. That was the thing. It's like, yeah, jujitsu seems gay. It's like that. Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty hard to be gay when you're. Anyways, I actually know it might be kind of easy to be. It depends on the context. Anyway, yeah. Also, all right, whatever. That's fine. Here we go. And we'll keep it going. Right. So they wound up fighting me 3 times separately in the street, and then, I think the police are going to catch up to them. I gave the police her phone number because she's at that address, and so if that phone number matches with that address, then they can look at the lease, and if it's some dickhead named Sean, then his ass is toast. Which I'm really looking forward to if that happens. Anyways, you guys have been fucking phenomenal. Thank you so much for being here. Come back every week at 6 p.m. This is the Lazydaze Comedy Open Mic. You're fucking phenomenal. My name's Dimpfl. Give it up for all the other comics. Give it up for Lazydaze. Keep it going for Philip Garcia. One more time for yourselves. Have a great night. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming by, man. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Right behind you, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.